Yeah, I think we're live now. Hey guys, welcome to the CryptoWriter Shift show. We have our guest Blackbeard Willy today from the Bad Days games. We're gonna talk about that. Gonna just like review some stuff. Welcome, mate.
Hey, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. I got major love for CryptoWriter and the Shift Army inside there. General Moses has always been a good friend of mine, and I've always loved his stuff. And I love CryptoWriter with the Finnies and all that type of thing. So it's been fun, man. It really has.
Cool. Let me share your your website here. Just I don't know where to check the comments and stuff.
Oh, it's okay.
I think Sarab is here. Maybe he can help us sharing the link over Telegram and stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
Or let me do it as well.
Hey, beautiful.
So this is the site. Let me check how we do this. This is kind of a little bit difficult because I don't have two screens.
You can scroll down, and you can do it slow, and that way they can get some idea of what's happening on the site, and then scroll down a little further. That'll give you an idea. You can click through the different characters and see which ones are going to be available. All these characters will be available very shortly. Also down below the characters, some people have been asking me, what are the circles? Those are actually the battle card moves that you're going to be able to utilize inside the game. Okay. So all these characters will eventually be available. Today we're having a character release on the golden characters, which are, Thor and Loki. And that's, hey, Future's in. What's up, Future? And so all these characters will eventually be up in the marketplace. And cool. That gives you a little bit of background on all the different characters that are available and all the different power moves that are there.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
So that's really cool. Like I really like the artwork and stuff.
Yeah, it's been a long ride. We've been in, actually development of this entire project for about a year and 3 or 4 months now. So it's been a really long ride. But before we introduced it to the community and really wanted to press the marketing and getting it really out there, we wanted to make sure that people were available to be able to buy the characters, level up the characters, and play the game within a short span period of time. We didn't want people waiting around. I know it's difficult sometimes when you're in a project and you're buying all these NFTs, and then you get these NFTs, and then how long do we got to wait? And then it's 5-6 months. Now you can blend. Then another 4 or 5 months goes by. Now you can turn around and start to use the characters. So we didn't want people waiting a year before they could actually use the characters and be able to play them in a battle arena. So that's kind of why we delayed on really pushing out as much as we have, because we wanted people to be able to actually get into the game a lot quicker than usually happens.
Yeah, that's actually really cool because, I mean, it's something like you said all the time. Like you bet into these projects, you don't even really know if they're gonna work at all. You buy, like, sometimes you buy a game thinking it's gonna be like really good or whatever, but you don't really know what's gonna happen. So it's really cool that you have that you are gonna to be able to use the game right away.
Yeah, one thing, can you play the video? Oh, there it is right down there. Will it let you do it from there?
I think I can do it here.
Yeah. that's the inside of the game. Yeah, so it showed you a few little spots inside there of what the inside of the game looks like. And the first phase of our game is going to be tonight. I know it's a little bit late. Some people are on the East Coast. They're going to be like, "Wow, it's going to be late when you guys launch it." We've been already launching all of our smart contracts for this situation today, which is the character release, and that's going to be a very good situation for people that are wanting to get into the game early with some very, very collectible and also more powerful characters than what's going to actually be in the game most of the time. The golden characters, the alpha golden characters that are getting released on on Thor and Loki will have a little bit of an extra power buff as opposed to most of the characters that are inside the game. And I think that that's one thing that has to get pointed out. And then also there's only going to be 250 of the golds of Thor and Loki. And I think that puts a big positive point on the collectible standpoint of it, because we're never going to release those characters again in gold, bronze, or silver. So this is going to be the only time they're ever going to be able to buy it. So for people that are thinking, what happens, if I end up buying the character and I blend it, am I going to get the same mint number? Yes, you will have the same exact mint number by blending a gold with a regular character, and you can't blend two golds together. So that's going to be the only way that they're going to be able to level up. No one can really make a mistake. That's always been one thing of mine. I've been on some games where I made an error and it actually cost me money. So we wanted to make sure that this blending process and the buying process of the character NFTs, that's as smooth as possible. Damien, my partner, he's in Australia. He's actually finally gone to sleep, and he's been up major amounts of hours trying to make sure that this character sale goes very smoothly.
Cool. It looks really great, man. Like all these NFTs here look really slick. Like I don't know, like that's right, something.
There are the utility NFTs. They're going to be for being able to use them in battle. People always feel like, if I buy a character and I level it up to 5 and I have a mythic, now I'm going to be able to just control this game, and it's not going to be like that. The way that the game is designed has to be fair across the board for everybody. It's not just people that turn around and say, I'm going to sink a whole bunch of money into this and I'm just going to be on top, and no one's going to ever be able to beat me. And I'm going to, just sink a ton of money into the staking pool and I'll get all the rewards. We didn't design this game like that. We made it fair across the board for everybody to not only be able to compete, but also the reward being fair. So even people that are at a low level, like level 0, inside the game, they're not going to be matched up against a person that's a mythic level 5. It just won't happen. And they're going to be able to battle one another without worrying about that situation happening. You're going to be matched up against people that maybe are one level above you or the same level. So you're never going to go up against a level 5 mythic character if you're a level 0. So it gives everybody the rights to be able to claim rewards, because on every battle, you're going to get rewarded MNFT tokens and also battle points. And, one thing that's very, very different about our game than a lot of games that are out there, and it's nothing against games that don't do this, is that the PvP style actually shows you the actions of what you're picking as cards going up. So when you pick a battle card, you're actually going to be able to see that action happen on the screen. We have it to where it's PvE, where you're going to go ahead and you have your PvE style, where the actual gameplay is you pick out the battle selection cards that you want and you launch it, and then the animation plays after it. And then we have another style, which is going to be PvP, which is going to be you pick a card and that action happens immediately. So it's going to be a good situation, because there are games that I've played on the Ethereum side and Wax side to where I'm thinking that an action is actually going to happen when I'm playing the game, or some type of animation is going to play, and it doesn't happen. Like a battle situation where you press fight and then it just reads you've won, and there's no action that happens. And
Yeah,
I didn't want to do that to this game. Having a superhero game with the type of superheroes that we have, I really didn't want that action happening. I wanted people to be able to enjoy seeing a superpower shoot across the screen. If I use Thor, I want to see a lightning bolt shoot out of his hammer, go across the screen and strike the other opponent. And if the opponent blocks it, then he gets to counter back, and maybe he's fighting Silver Surfer, and Silver Surfer does a cosmic energy blast from his hand, and you see that go across the screen. That I wanted all those actions. I didn't want to say, "Oh, you've won." I mean,
yeah,
that's
sure. You're just like
it's, it's not it.
yeah. Most games are like I was hearing about it like from the guys in the Atomic Kings group too. Like some were complaining about this. You buy something, and it promises to be amazing, and you see the artwork on the site and everything looks so good. And when you buy the NFTs and you start the gameplay, there's no gameplay actually. You just like press a button and just get an outcome, and you don't really see anything happening. So that's
Yeah, I
really
think a
cool
lot of
actually.
that. I think a lot of that happened because people want to log everything on the blockchain. And I mean, that's okay. You can do that. And I mean, everybody wants everybody to see, the blockchain part of it. And I think that stalls some things that happen when you do that type of situation. Instead of doing select moves off chain and then going back and rebuffing after a period of time, I think is more beneficial to a game, just because it allows you quicker gameplay, and you don't have to click confirm on every transaction or move that you do. I think that's huge to the game. So I think we wanted to stay away from that type of action happening, and really get a chance to be able to get a full feel of actual gameplay happening. And I think that's what we delivered from all the stuff happening. Yo, Sean, what's up, man? Oh, man, good to see you. A few other things to point out about the game that is going to be very sick, in my opinion. I mean, I think it's going to be incredible. I think the one of the greatest parts is being able to. It says breeding now, but we're changing the terminology. We're calling it fusing. I think it's a much better sounding situation, and we're having fusing to where you're going to be able to fuse two of our characters together and be able to gain a superpower from the other character. So, say for instance, you take the Hulk and you make Hulk the dominant character, and you have Thor that you're trying to fuse it with. When you fuse Hulk and Thor together, according to how many battle points you have, because you have to earn battle points to unlock those cards of Thor. And so what would end up happening is you fuse the Hulk with Thor, and you gain it unlocks the attack moves from Thor. So now you can turn around with Hulk and say, okay, I want the Thunder Strike move from Thor to go on to Hulk. And so what's going to happen is you're going to gain that superpower from Thor and be able to put it into your battle deck to be able to use on your Hulk character. And everything gets recorded. So every upgrade that you do to the character is going to be logged and recorded. And the best part of it is that we're on Polygon. So even though we're on the Ethereum blockchain with our game, we have Polygon layer 2 solution. So every transaction that happens inside of it, the gas fees are next to nothing. I've been many times where I've wanted to do an action inside of an Ethereum game, and I go transact it, and I want to buy a $10 feature for one of my characters, and the gas fee was $85. And I'm like, what the? Are you serious? No way. Hey, Ankit, what's up, bro? How are
Hello,
you
Kip.
doing,
How you
man?
doing?
Hey,
Sorry
good to
for
see
I'm
you.
having trouble with my internet connection, but I think it should be fine now.
Hey, you don't even worry about it, man. These guys that are inside the room, they know how Blackbeard is. He's pretty much nonstop on talking. So
Yeah,
that
so wanna check over the white paper?
yeah, go ahead and you can flip through it, and this will give an idea. The white paper we got, it's 47 pages, but we made it with tabs right below it. Oh yeah, that sound is the little Iron Man going up and down. You can see
Yeah,
that on the right hand side. It gives a lot of detail about the game, and if you don't want to have to flip through all the pages, there's actual tabs that you can go to. But I love the way the pages turn. I mean, that was one thing I really liked. I mean, you could peel from the top, you could peel from the bottom.
yeah.
Um,
It looks oh yeah, it looks really cool. Nice.
yeah, and
Yeah,
then
the site is looking great, man.
now here,
I really
right
like it.
here, this is one thing that people always ask. They always say, you know, yeah, but once I top out the character, and now I've topped out the character, and now all of a sudden now it's all over. And I go, how do you figure that? This is a strategy game. There is no way anyone's going to be able to top out on this game to not feel like I've come to the end of the game. Like how my son does it. He buys these Mario games, right? Back in the past, and I spend $85 on the game, and then 3 days later, he's finished the game. I
Yeah,
said,
sure.
"What? What do you mean you're finished with the game? I'm not buying any more damn games like that anymore for you. Pick a game like Call of Duty where the game never ends. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Type of a thing." So that's kind of the way that we set up our game. There's strategy in every category. You can see up here the gems that have been set out, and they were kind of designed behind the Infinity Stones. And you can see how they are. And so each character is going to be based within that particular gem. And that particular gem is going to give them an advantage over other characters, which you can see here on the graph. So it adds a complexity to the game. And then also, there's going to be random battlefields. So there's going to be a battlefield that you go into where you fight your opponent, and the computer randomizes that battlefield. And you can see on the right here, like look at Loki, you see all those attributes, those green bars that are
yeah,
on the right hand side. So in different arenas, his powers are going to be more powerful. For instance, if he's in Jotunheim, because Loki is from Jotunheim, he's going to have an added advantage that's a natural buff just because he's in that particular battleground of Jotunheim. And the same
cool.
with Thor. When Thor's in Asgard, he's going to have an added buff. And so the characters are going to have a buff not only from terrain, but from gems, and then whatever battle cards that you've built into that character. So I think that the characters themselves, you can see the bars that are on the side are going to be able to be built up. So you'll be able to,
This
as
one.
you level up the character, those bars are going to go a block up. So you're going to have more
More
power in
power.
different areas. So it's going to be a very difficult game for people to feel like they can just game the game and then, oh, I figured everything out. There's no one who can beat me on this game. It's not like that at all. And I know people say, well, there's only 8 cards you can pick from. How can there be that much strategy? There's so much that goes behind what you pick, the leveling up of the characters, the gem aspect of what actual gem this character falls underneath, the terrain, how much you leveled up. Well, you turn around and say, okay, I've leveled it all the way up, and now this character beat me. How come? Well, they used a utility card. Those cards that you saw, the 3D ones that were turning around.
Yeah,
We've got power utility and defensive utility that a person can use on an individual battle. So they'll be able to use that and use that NFTs, those ones at the bottom right there. So there's going to be ones that are power and ones that are defensive that the person's going to be able to use in a particular battle, and it will give them an added buff. So I think that that's a pretty good explanation of a lot of the things that's happening with the game. I think the most exciting thing is that these golden characters are actually the first minted characters of our game. I mean, if you really think about it, I think that you
So
can.
the gold ones are gonna be the
Yeah. You know, do you remember that graph? I don't know if you can still pull it up. Yeah, see the golden
this one.
character?
Uh-huh.
Yep. Those are going to be the ones that are going to be available. So I think everyone's going to be racing for mint numbers to see, hey, can I get the number one? Maybe they don't get the number one on level 1 and they say, screw it, let me just go ahead and blend real quick and I'll get a number 1 on level 2. So all that action is going to be happening of people trying to level up and get the number 1s of the actual first game release. And I think that that's a big part of it. Are you still, do you think you could screen share still, or is it going to kick you out again?
No, it wasn't the screen share. It was something with the internet connection.
Oh, okay.
So I think now we're good.
All right.
Why
don't you go ahead and play that other video?
Okay, the one that you sent me?
Yeah, the one that I sent you, the other video. The one that's got the space on it, not the Spider-Man one.
After a long day of crushing star cruisers and knocking my enemies out, there's nothing I like better than playing some Bad Days. Bad Days has a new game that's coming out, and they got a new character release. You aren't gonna believe it's incredible. They've got alpha characters, gold, silver, and bronze, and these are highly limited. They're never gonna be out ever again and never to be released. Only this first time out. And I'll tell you what, when you want to go ahead and stake, farm, and do all kinds of fighting and battling, there's no place better than going on Bad Days. Bad Days is going to bring the gaming experience to you through NFTs on the Ethereum blockchain. Keep your eyes peeled and be ready for some serious battle. If you like using good guys, I like using bad guys. And I'm ready to crush you. I'll see you in the ring.
So that gives you an idea on another thing that I didn't touch on. That, yeah, there's that. People might be looking at the price point and going, wow, I mean, that seems like kind of it's kind of pricey. What we basically did is we just took the package and no, the private is not done. I'm going to bring that up as as an added bonus.
Yeah, there's already some guys.
Martin jumped the gun on me. He jumped the gun on me. I was going to make an announcement that we were kind of keeping behind the scenes, but we're going to. I really want the game players to be able to take advantage of our private token sale. I'll tell about that at the end. It's going to be in WETH. So you're going to have WETH available. That's one thing I want to point out is that you're going to be able to purchase it in WETH. And I believe you'll also be able to make a purchase in. Now, I'm not 100% sure if they got this working yet, so don't hold me to this. But what we did is we have a fiat on-ramp. What we've done is we wanted to get people that aren't into crypto into the game. So we've created a system where we could take credit card payments, and it allots them credits to be able to use inside of the game. And we authorize them a custodian wallet. So they don't actually know that they're actually working in crypto or using crypto, because I think onboarding people that were never into crypto is very important. I mean, look what happened. We've got our game now. And the person that actually is one of our partners hated crypto. And what ended up happening is they turned around and said, you know, I don't really want to get involved. I don't want to do this stuff. I don't believe in it. And then bam, he says, go ahead and do it. And then I got him into NFTs, and now he spent 50 grand in the space, you know, in Ethereum, in tokens, in wax, and he spread himself out 50 grand worth. And
so Morton is asking. Morton is asking.
Hold on just a sec. I see Morton here. Yeah, it's preferably in USD for the private sale. I thought you were talking about the character sale. But yeah, for the private sale, it's USDT. Morton's not going to give up on me. He's going to keep pushing it. So I'll give him the answer now.
He also asked this one here. But you said you're losing Polygon,
no
right?
gas that you're going to be paying for the characters because it's on the Polygon side. That's the great part of it. Any transaction inside of our game, once the game is up, is all on layer 2 solution. So all the transactions that happen within the game are very inexpensive. There's a small fee, but it's not as cheap as Wax, but it's a heck of a lot cheaper than Ethereum. The way Ethereum's set up. So with these character packages, I just wanted to explain one thing. When you look at the breakdown of it and you really look at it, you see 20 BDC NFTs. That 20 BDC NFTs is Bad Days characters, if people don't know. So you're actually getting 20 Bad Days characters, which were selling at $20 a piece. And those characters, if you multiply the math and you said, okay, 20 times 20 times 20 is $400, then you're actually getting the alpha character for 100, right? Well, what about the extra 10 BDU NFTs, which is the Bad Days utility NFTs? So that's probably going to be another, I don't know, you're probably spending only like, I would say anywhere in the neighborhood of $40 to $75 in actual money that you've spent on a gold character. And that gold character is going to be a highly sought after character because it's never going to be released again. So we wanted to pick two characters that are my favorites, which is Loki and Thor. I grew up on their comics. And I think we did it right by picking these two characters. It was sort of a little bit of an argument between the team and myself because I wanted to use such good characters off the bat. But I said, there's no way. I want people to be able to buy Thor and Loki right off the bat. At first, we were only going to do Thor, and I go, what? No, you got to have Loki there too. What if I want to fight Thor with Loki? I want to have a gold one go against him. So that's kind of the way that we did that. But I wanted people to understand the package doesn't only give them a gold character, and that if you do the math out, the gold characters aren't really that expensive for what they're going to deliver.
Yeah, sure. Especially if the game does really well, like I guess the price will go up as well.
Oh, big time. And there's a lot of people that have golden tickets that they're going to want to exchange for it. A lot of the things that are happening today took up a lot of our time, and obviously we had to make sure everything is going to run smooth with our character sales. So you'll be able to exchange those golden tickets. I don't know how soon, but sometime this week you'll be able to exchange it and get your golden character. Once the first phase of the game is open, it's open. So it's not like after this sale and after blending, we're going to shut it off. So once they get the golden characters, they'll be able to blend up, and they're basically going to get given to everybody. I don't know exactly how the process is going to work. Most likely they're going to have to fill out a form, and that form is going to give us the information that they actually own the asset. And then there might be a claim link, or there might be an actual drop. But we're gonna figure that all out. We want to make sure that the people that are getting their golden tickets exchanged are happy that they got them and that they're able to blend with them. So hopefully that answered the question of the golden ticket.
Cool. So I don't know how to ask this. Is how much, like what people is interested right now. I've seen like Wax at least has been doing really well on games. Well, when they pay you back, when you play and you earn stuff, are you
Right.
gonna is it gonna work this way?
Oh yeah. You can go to the staking and farming page on the whitelist. Basically, what we did is that our game has been designed from the start for not only cool gameplay, but I honestly believe this next year, and we were lucky enough just to fall into this pocket. Next year, the space itself in general, that means Wax, BSC, Ethereum, all of those different blockchains. I think everybody is really going towards, play to earn gaming. That means that I can play a video game and earn income. What better way to earn money than being able to play a game? And I think that's one thing that's critical with any game that's coming out now, is providing utility to your NFTs.
That's really big right now. I think it's gonna be like something that's gonna hold the NFT world up during the bear market, because like most coins go down, but the fact that you have games and they kind of pay you for playing, that's going to be like super good for the NFT world.
Yeah. Morton, you can also buy the regular characters. They'll be available in there also. That package that you see on there is a package with a whole bunch of stuff put together. It's not just for the one golden character. So you can buy the characters, the regular characters inside the game. They're $20 a piece. So you can turn around and just get the character for $20 if you wanted that character. Basically, the package is just a package deal. It has everything inside the package so that the person can immediately blend. And that's kind of the way that we set it up. So that's why I wanted to make sure that people were understanding that $500 doesn't just give you one character. That's giving you 21 characters, 20 of the regular characters and one gold, and then also 10 utility NFTs, and then also an NFT badge that comes along with it. So that's that situation. If you want to just buy the regular Thor and Loki, they're available also in the market. Unfortunately for me, they have restricted me from being able to buy anything. So unfortunately, I can't buy any of the characters because people know how I am in the wax community, that I buy up everything, you know, from a standpoint of when I am enjoying a game, I like to buy it, and I just sit there and that's what I like to do, because I honestly believe that the gaming thing is going to be a play to earn thing. It's a fun way to earn money. And I think it's the future. I mean, there's so many billions of dollars that goes into gaming. And my son is a part of that money, and they never pay back. You know, any of these games that come out on PlayStation and Nintendo Switch and all these different games, they're not giving my son any money back. With the spaces that we have now, once the technology gets up to par, what better way to have your kids playing than to have them playing a game that you're actually getting some money back and income back on? And that's really what I looked at.
That's and now it's not even like it was before, right? When you buy a game, you play it, and that's it. Now when you buy a game, you still have to spend more and more and more and more and more money every time to buy skins, to buy weapons, to buy, and you never get anything of that back. You cannot even sell what you got. Like you got like a weapon, you want to sell it, and there's no, you cannot.
We have a full marketplace so that people can actually sell their product right on our site. Now, if they want to turn around and they want to take it and go from Polygon to ETH, we have a bridge that's built for that. That's where the gas fees would be more than what's happening inside of the game. But some people want to turn around and say, you know, hey, I built up the character this huge amount. My wife needs a new car. I'm going to turn around and sell it. You can sell it on our site, or you can turn it down to the Ethereum side, pay the gas fee, and then sell it wherever you want, or however you want to do it at that point. And the mint number is going to remain the same. That was a difficult task that we gave the coders and developers. I said, if I have a number one mint gold on the Polygon side, and I want to bring it over to Ethereum, I want that mint number to remain, man. I don't want to have it go to a mint ID of something else. I want that mint number to transfer onto the Ethereum blockchain. So it was a huge, huge hassle for our devs and coders, but they figured out the solution to it, and it works. So that was a big part of it. And I think that that people want to be able to have that avenue. So we created the farming that you can see here. And a person wants a farming reward. Hey, if I'm going to turn around and farm and tie up my tokens, what kind of reward am I going to get for doing that? And what we did is we set it up to where they're puzzle pieces that you can put together, and then you get a free character. And they say, well, why would I do that when I could just turn around and spend $20 and buy your character straight up on the site? Well, here's the thing. The characters that you're going to be able to put on the puzzle pieces that are going to be together are going to be highly sought after rare characters. So the automatic value of you farming that character and receiving it into your wallet is going to be the value of what you waited to farm that puzzle piece. Meaning that when you put the pieces together, it's going to be a character that's highly sought after in the game. It's not going to be just a regular $20 character. And we made it more difficult because that's the way it should be. You know, you're farming, you're trying to get things, and you want to have a benefit that actually makes you money, or maybe you just want a better character. And farming is an easier way to do it, to where you don't have to come out of pocket with a whole lot of money. Then on the staking part of it, we have it set up to where a staking pool is done, to where you can actually earn MNFT tokens I don't know exactly where it is. You could probably see on the tabs down below if there is any staking actual aspect to it, and
I don't
figure
see
that
it.
out. And there's the stat, not there. You see the white tabs that are up above? It tells the pages that it's on. I
Yeah.
don't know exactly which page it's on, if it says it actually, but I'll just give a little breakdown of how the staking pool works in case that it's not in there. I had to cut Damien off. He was already at 47 pages on the white paper. I'm like, bro, people aren't going to spend time reading 100 pages of stuff. So on the staking part of it, how it kind of works is that you're going to be able to stake your token and receive a reward for it. And people were like, and I told Damien, I go, well, it's real easy. I can screw your whole concept up. I'll come in with 100 grand on day number 29, and I'll get the largest portion of the tokens, right?
Yeah.
That's what you would think, right? Well, that's not the way our staking pool works. Our staking pool works as it's broken up into a point system. So as you're going, it's actually a 32-day stake period. You stake the token, and each period that you're passing gives you a point. So to accumulate the full amount of reward that you would receive, you have to accumulate all 4 points. So a person like me that has 100 grand, that understands that the reward pool, the more tokens you have in the pool, the more reward you're going to get, right? I could come in on day 29 and throw 100 grand on it. I'm going to get the most reward and then just dump the tokens back on the project. And it screws up everybody else that's been staking it and been patient and been supporting the game. So what happens is if I come 100 grand and I drop it in on day 29, I have 0 points. So guess what my reward is?
Yeah, sure. You have to wait some time to get rewards, right?
Exactly. You have to stake and then obtain the most amount of points that you can, and then the reward is given to you in chunks, meaning that the first month you're going to get 25 or 50%. I don't remember exactly what it is. Just there's so much stuff that I have to try to remember, but there's a percentage that comes back to you that you can draw, and then obviously it rolls over into the next time phase. Because we wanted to make it fair for everybody. If you're going to stake your token and get a reward, you don't want a person that's a whale coming in there, staking a whole bunch of tokens right at the ass end of the month, and then turning around and taking all your rewards. It's not fair to everybody. So when that situation happens like that, it can't happen. All these people that put time in and energy in have been actually playing. They want to be able to get the reward for staking. So that's kind of the situation that's happening. And then I think one of the best things that's happening, because I know if people are listening to the show, they're going to say, well, what new stuff do you got? I hear you talk about the same things every time on every stream. Here's something new that you guys don't know. We have projects that want to bring their character into our game. So what this is going to do, and it's not going to happen immediately, so don't jump the gun and say, what games, what characters, what projects, because we're not going to tell you. They're big projects. They like the game. They like what we're doing. They want to bring one of their characters, and there's some projects that are on Wax, and there's some projects that are on Ethereum, just so you know that right off the bat. So what's going to happen is they're going to bring their character into the game and bring a reward into the game, whether it be an NFT or a token. So what's going to happen is when I battle my Bad Days character against that character that's from another project, if I win, I'm gaining their currency if it's a token, or I'm gaining points towards a reward, which might be an NFT or a character. Those type of things are going to be happening in the game, which is totally different from a lot of games. We wanted to be able to introduce other communities into our space, our game. And so basically they're going to be able to bring a character of theirs into our game and use it inside the Bad Days ecosystem. And people are going to be able to say, okay, great, I'm earning rewards from all these different projects, and I'm gaining tokens from all these different projects besides just MNFT tokens. And I think that creates a great ecosystem across the board that we're going to have other currencies inside of our game.
So yeah, basically, if you like partner with me, you can have a like a Ivan Casanova NFT fighting at your game, something like that.
Yeah, we're being kind of exclusive on it because on our side of it, it costs us a lot of money to make the character work. Yes, the MNFT token sale is separate from the character sale. There's Martin again. He's getting impatient. He wants me to fucking break out the news on the private sale. The people that we pick to do it, they're large projects, and it's not to be nasty to the average person that's out in the market that would love to have that situation. It's just from a standpoint, it costs us a lot of money to do the animated moves, because if you have a character that's like a warlord and this warlord has a sword and his sword points out in the front and it shoots a huge lightning bolt across or a laser across, or maybe he has laser eyes that go across, we got to animate all of that movement and then code it. So it comes into being a lot of work on our side of it. And the other company's side of it, it's not as much work, but it takes us a long time to be able to do it. And we have to come out of pocket paying for that. So we have to be very exclusive on which companies and projects that we're doing that with. But we've already got approximately, I would say, 6 projects right now that have agreed they want to do it. So it's just us figuring out how to make it happen. And they knew that it was going to be a timeline type of thing because we have our character launch that's happening, and they want to get to the point to where, okay, now how long before we're actually able to take the characters in battle? It's going to be 3 weeks. So we're a month out before any of the other stuff is going to happen. And I think that's a short time period for people to be able to buy the character, blend the character, and then actually be able to battle in the arena. So I think that's huge.
Yeah, it's a really, really nice idea to blend with other guys, like other projects, to bring them on.
Definitely, I think,
and also it will be really cool. Like if I own a Finny or something, to see that Finny fighting on the game will be like really something really cool for the community, I think. So whatever projects.
I'm not going to say anything, but I got a lot of love for Sean and a lot of guys inside the Finny space. Irish and Charlie and I think it's DMB. There's so many guys that I like in the Finny space, and I got major love for Atomic Kings. I love all the Atomic King guys. That's just the way that it goes. I mean, that's all those guys. I like them. So I'm not going to say anything promise wise, but I'll say that much.
Cool. Let's hope to see that happening soon.
Okay, so now, because Morton's been asking a lot about this. Okay, so something that's new that's going to be available. Says Jin. Yeah.
How you doing, guys?
Yeah, what's up, bro? So one thing that's going to be available, we've kept it under radar, and we haven't really let people know about it. We wanted to make sure that it gets spread out across fairly before we let some of the bigger fish come in and attack it, is our private sale token. And we've sent out emails to all of our whitelist people that are on the whitelist. And I was trying to contact them through Telegram and let them know that. But unfortunately for me, I was about 15% through our whitelist, and I got banned on Telegram. So now I can't even contact the people directly, letting them know. But there is a form that we're going to make available. And I don't know exactly how we're going to look at it. If you DM me directly, and you can post my DM or whatever inside the chat. If people want to DM me directly about the private sale on the token, we're doing a private sale, we're doing a whitelist sale, and we're doing a public sale. And just so everybody knows, we are making collaborations with pretty major companies on IDOs. So there's going to be that. I'm not going to say what companies because I don't like jinxing myself like that until the contract is signed. But we're in the talks with probably about 3 or 4 major launching platform IDO situations and farming and liquidity pool, LP tokens, different things that are happening in that nature. And once the launch happens tonight at 8:30 my time, I know it's going to be late for East Coast people, we're going to allow all of the normal community members to go ahead and purchase that private sale token. And we'll make it available for people to be able to do that once the site is up and live. Black Fang.
He loves saying that I'm a burst of energy doppelganger.
Well, we all wear hats. I guess we're all doppelgangers of burst.
He posted a really funny video yesterday from The Simpsons when Bart sees himself like.
You got it? Post it up here.
What?
Do you have it?
I think it's no. It was a GIF on Telegram. Let me see if I can find it on YouTube. I know, but I think I better don't do that because usually that gets you banned for YouTube.
Oh, okay.
When you post to other guys' content.
Oh God. Oh yeah, definitely. But yeah, it's we weren't going to do that in the beginning, but I felt like, I really didn't want, and this is nothing against investors. I don't want people saying, oh, he wants to just screw people that want to invest into the token, and investors are a huge part of the ecosystem and all that type of thing. It's not even about that. I mean, we've already sold 30% of the private sale tokens as it stands right now with no marketing or advertising whatsoever. And so I felt good about that. I like the fact that our private sale token is going to people that are actually going to be playing the game, actually going to want to, invest in the game and see where it goes. There's other whales that we've got, that want to buy into the token. And I don't got a problem with that. But to be honest with you, I'd be happy if all of the people in the community benefited off getting the token and it was spread out a lot more to gamers that were actually going to utilize the token inside the ecosystem in the game and get the benefit from that. Because there's been a lot of people that have been following us for months and months and months. And why not let them get rewarded for it? It's kind of my approach that I went with it. And we were going to keep this private and not really spread it out as much as we have. But I see that there's definite interest in a lot of the communities that they want to get involved on that level of it. And I think that they should reap the reward from it. So we're going to make the private sale token available to the smaller investors, the people that, they deserve it. I honestly believe that. Why not?
And it's actually might be better because that way there's less chance for somebody to come and dump the whole project, because
that's exactly my approach. I didn't want to say it like that, but that's honestly what it is that what happens? Then they turn around, they take and they stake all their tokens. Then they're getting the huge chunk of the reward pool. I mean, I don't like saying anything negative towards anybody. I mean, everybody deserves their position in the space. But when a whale comes in and buys everything, it hinders the other people from saying, why should I stay in this project and want to play the game? Which is the whole point of all of this, is making sure that people actually get a good avenue for gameplay, because we're not doing all this work for a game that's going to last a month and then all of a sudden nobody's playing it anymore because the token is deflationary token. Oh, now it's not worth nothing, and they're printing out hundreds of millions of them. We made it a utility token inside the game, and the way that the token is used is going to be utilized in so many different aspects. It's going to keep that fluctuation of inflation and deflation pretty stable. Obviously, when a coin first comes out and hits on the public aspect of it, you get that initial pump.
Yeah.
And so we're expecting people that are going to dump the token, you know, and take the profit. I mean, that's a part of crypto. We understand that. But after a period of time, it's going to kind of level out. And there's going to be people that are going to buy the token, and then people are going to burn the token. And so it's the system we've set up. Damien's a genius when it comes to tokenomics, and he's played a lot of games. I've been on a lot of projects. I've played a lot of games. And we put a lot of thought into this on making sure that the token is going to remain stable, because I don't want to have a problem of inflation to deflation inside the game, especially when people own a lot of tokens. And I think that that's going to pretty much stabilize the token. And a lot of the collaborations that we're making with large projects that I can't talk about because I just can't, is going to add even more value to the token itself. And I think that that's really what we wanted to bring to the table, is that people are going to be able to actually purchase the private sale token at the price that our investors were going to get it at. And if it's up to me, I would love it if all the private sale tokens were sold out. I mean, we're already 30% of the way there, and it's only been 2 days. And that's with no marketing. That's me just telegramming some friends, and Damien telegramming some friends, and us telegramming some of the people off the whitelist, because I got banned off being able to telegram people on the whitelist. They already banned me on Telegram. Somebody must have had a bot that was on there that automatically, you know, said spam. And so they banned good old Blackbeard from being able to telegram people.
And also sometimes when you get this kind of messages on Telegram, you usually think that it's some like a scam or something, you know, because
exactly.
I got a lot of messages from like fake crypto stash guys, fake misting crypto, and some influencers in the wax ecosystem. And I got messages saying that if I want to invest in something, but it's not their really like their account, so you always like just click and report, and maybe somebody thought that you were like a scammer or fake account or whatever.
Let me see, Morton. So the sale, the private sale token, all the paperwork isn't going to be. If you filled out that form, Morton, that's how you get it, and that pretty much locks you in for that amount of tokens. And we're keeping track of how much has been sold. So, you know, up to this point, we've already done the math, and it's already 30% of the token supply. I mean, if you want to call it 28.5, but I just say 30% and round it off. 30% of the private sale tokens are already gone. And we're making sure that when the amount of tokens has been purchased, that they won't be able to do anymore. It's going to be capped at that amount. I think the cap being on there, you know, we're not looking to oversell or oversubscribe. Once we hit that mark of the private sale tokens are gone, that's it. They're sold out. They're done. Then we move on to the whitelist part of it. So that we're taking it in stages, and the people that have gotten in on the private token, we're going to get back. All the orders are going to be processed. You just have to realize we had everything happen at once. We've got the character release, we got the blending happening, we got to launch all the smart contracts, we got to make sure that the website is available for all these sales that are going to be happening. So, you know, it was a lot to have to try to get going, and then we wanted to throw the token release inside all that mix. So it was a lot to get done in a short period of time. So the token forms, we're going to be attacking it all week, getting it back. So once you fill out that form that we're going to make public, we're going to not public, but we're going to make private sale forms available to everybody that wants one to be able to fill it out and get on it. And we're tracking it. I'm like tracking it like crazy. I'm like hourly tracking it. That way we don't oversell the token. So everybody that fills out the form, that gets a confirmation email that we've received it back. As long as you get the form in now, you know, obviously you're going to have it. And I think that that's the way that we're going to approach it. And we're going to get all these tokens into the community's hands, as opposed to these bigger fish that are going to come in and go, yeah, we want to buy, you know, 150 grand worth of your token. And I mean, we've got those guys that are out there, and it's nothing, because I you know, they might even be watching this stream or whatever, but you know, I really am about community, man. I mean, I've made a lot of friends in the wax side of things. I've made a lot of friends on the Ethereum side of things, and I want those people to benefit first. Whatever's left over, let the big fish have it at that point. But as far as I'm concerned, if all of the normal people that are in our communities buy up all the tokens, more love goes out to them, man. I would love it for that to happen, and that's really where it's at. So the private sale token will be live after the game comes out tonight at 8:30 California time. Los Angeles is the only way that I know it. So you got to do the math, however it goes. And then after that point, we're going to make the form available for anybody that wants to be able to get into that private sales situation. I've been trying like crazy to contact all the people on the whitelist because I think a lot of people have not seen the emails. But at this point, I've been cut off from Telegram. So we sent them an email directly to them. But a lot of people never saw it. So hopefully they get in on it and don't get mad. So we'll see how that works.
Yeah, it usually happens like sometimes it goes to junk mail and you don't even realize it after like a month or something. You check back your junk mail and there it is.
You know, it took me a lot of time because I'm hand typing out all the Telegram messages, trying to give all the information, and it takes me a time period to do it to everybody. And I wanted to make sure that my close friends got in on it first, and then I started branching out. And then all of a sudden, I said, you know, to Damien, I go, I feel that a lot of these people on the whitelist have not read their emails, and they're not getting them. Maybe they went exactly like you said to their spam, and they didn't receive it, and they don't even know about it. And then I started on the whitelist yesterday, early morning. I started just going down the whitelist, and I got, like I said, I got maybe 10% or 15% through, and that was it. So hopefully they get the message on the streams or however through the communities, and they get, because I know a lot of people signed up for the whitelist. I think we had over 300 people that were on the whitelist, and I don't think over 300 people have read their emails, to be honest with you. So why don't we put it out to the community if there's any other questions that somebody wants to ask? Now, Morgan,
sure, guys.
Give somebody else a break.
Sure, guys, ask anything you want to ask about the project. So maybe we can have some questions from the guys. Otherwise, I think we're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah, I think we've been on for an hour now. That should be enough time. I've been talking my ear off. I think I hit everything.
Cool. I just wanted to show before we leave. I wanted to show you guys. It's coming this week. My CryptoWriter project, and just wanted to show you guys this. So CryptoWriter, it's gonna be the first house music label on NFTs. It's on Wax, and we're gonna release an EP with a friend of mine, Frey Botar from Germany, and me. And so the idea, it's really cool because we're gonna sell packs, and then you can get the packs, and you will get the individual pieces of the track, and you can blend it together to make loops, and then you can blend the loops together to make the actual tracks. So it's gonna be really cool. It's gonna be out on Wednesday, and yeah, it's
that's cool. I like that. And he's from Germany.
Yeah, my friend is from Germany.
Right on. I love Germans. I got a huge German community that I'm in. I wish I spoke German. I'm German. That's why I'm German, Irish, Scottish, and French. I'm a mix-up of all kinds of races.
Yeah, I have a lot of friends in Germany because the main label when I release my music is called Mother Recordings, and they are from Berlin and Munich. So I have a bunch of friends over there. So I just wanted to drop this. Keep an eye on.
Very cool. And I like the concept of being able to blend and get
Yeah.
different styled music as you blend.
Yeah, and also each track has a different CryptoWriter, like this one over here. So it's gonna be like it has this collectible part as well, like the like something I realized about NFTs is that people are more focused on the visual stuff than the audio, as we said before. And so this one has both parts, like the audio and also the visual part. So I hope you guys check it out. I'll be posting the links on Telegram later on. Just wanted to drop this
Definitely,
for a
man.
while. Cool, man. So thanks a lot for being here.
Thanks for having me, man. I appreciate it. I know you had a rough weekend like I have, and it was kind of I know it was kind of rough, getting no sleep. I think people are familiar with it. My eyes probably look like tiny little slits inside the camera right now. And that's kind of where it's at with me, is that I looked at it and said, oh my God, I've gotten actually zero kind of sleep in the past few days. Maybe, you add it all up, probably over 3 days, I might have gotten 8 hours of sleep. And
yes,
we're running out of gas, and I appreciate you coming in and spending the time with me. I know General Moses, he was kind of tied up trying to get back in.
Yeah, he was at the airport.
Yeah, so I understood that, and I appreciate Sean and all the guys from Crypto Finny and CryptoWriter and all the Finny stuff that's happening, and all those guys in that crew, giving me the time to come in here. The Shift Army. Blackbeard's got love for the Shift Army. I'm always around. Iron mateys, this is Blackbeard Willy coming at you on the Shift. So I always like to go in there. I'm going to do a vid for General Moses coming up soon once I get a little gap of time. And I love it. Love that. Oh, man. And,
okay, guys.
Thanks again for your time, man.
Thanks to everybody that showed up. I hope I did good.
You
Filling
did fantastic,
in for General Moses is not easy task, and I didn't even have anything to eat, so I think I'm a bad host for dinner with the General without any food here.
About that, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I didn't have any food.
Something.
I have to ask something to eat next time.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Okay, guys, thanks.
Thank you for your time, everyone.